So for a winning award, and we saw many, they really told the story. What were the unique aspects of either that development or maybe the property management company that did something extraordinary, or even the leasing agent that made a true difference in someone's lives? Being able to tell those unique, different stories and bring those to life with not only the narrative, but the photos. And at times, though, we had entries that we were really excited about the narrative, but then we didn't have the photos and it didn't pay off. So I think for a winning submission, being very clear again about what's unique, what's that story, how you added that value, and then making sure you have all of the supporting deliverables that tell that story, from showing maybe a resident retention program, or showing all the photography of the newest amenity that you had, or anything else that can bring that to life.
Sure. Any other tips for entry?
I think being very thorough, even with the form. We found many of the forms that weren't filled out, and so you go to read it and you're missing pieces of information. So I know these aren't easy. I'm not saying that it's as simple as filling out that form and giving us all the photos and the narrative. This isn't easy. But if you can, give us the facts, tell that story, show the value. And even when it comes to what happened to the NOI, if it was a property that had major renovations, well then what happened? The rents increased, but what else happened? What was the NOI? When did you get the payback? If it's a property management company and that award submission, I think you really have to do more than just a little bit of the narrative. I think that you really have to show all of the programs, from training to operations to marketing, and what's different. For the individual awards, having actual reviews were really helpful. When we would see the Yelp reviews, or we would see the referral letters, that people with the commendations from others, I think that makes a big difference.
Great. Anything else you want to add?
I don't know. I'm trying to think what else that we talked about that possibly that we could we said be very thorough, make sure you filled out everything, provide the stats, make sure there was the photos, tell that unique story. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think what some of the judges found is to not bury the lead. So give important information right away so they could see it right away. Now's your time to brag, and we want to see that. So, show us your best stuff and really sell us on your story, because we're really looking for that.
Yeah, and I would say one more thing. You out there that haven't been submitting, that have terrific projects, we ask that you do. It changes our industry. People look at these awards, and they look at these awards because they want to learn and be better. And so I ask anyone that knows that they're doing something very unique, very different, that's changing our industry, I want you to enter the awards.
Great. Well, thanks so much for being here and
Thank
for
you
being
for
a
having
judge.
Me.
And this is great. And we look forward to seeing your entry in next year.